A really good way to see this relationship between bond pricing and interest rates is just to really understand how the Fed uses the buying and selling of bonds, right? So when the Fed buys bonds, they're buying it from banks or from people, but they're buying bonds, which means the Fed is injecting money into the system, right? So the Fed is putting money in the system, so the money supply is increasing when they buy. And when they sell bonds, the money supply is decreasing. Well, you can see if you look at this stuff, if you put it on the graph, right? We have our nominal interest rate quantity of money graph that we've looked at in earlier videos. We know that the money supply is fixed, so it looks like this at any given moment, and that the money demand curve is downward sloping because the higher the interest rate, we're more likely to want to hold on to less money. So you can see that. Let's say they're gonna buy bonds, right, which will increase the money supply, and so that action then gives us an increase in the money supply, which drops the interest rate down. So the money supply increased, the interest rate decreased. Conversely, if the money supply were to decrease, right, so the Fed is selling bonds, the money supply would shift to the left, right, and it would give us an equilibrium that's up here. So we would have a much higher interest rate. So you can see that as we increase the money supply, so the money supply increases, we will be the nominal interest rate will decrease, right? And then the opposite is also true. And the idea is this is all happening in the short run. On the next videos that I'm going to put out for you, we'll be talking about what happens in the long run. But in the short run, the money supply is going to impact the nominal interest rate. And again, that's just when we're going ahead and they're buying bonds, that's going to increase the money supply. It's going to mean the price of the bonds is higher, so the interest rate will be dropping. So it just kind of all works this way. Bond price is increasing, the money supply is increasing, then the nominal interest rate is decreasing. I hope that helps a bit.